Hi guys, so today I'll be showing you how you can remove your Acrylgel nails at home yourself. So what you'll need is a 100-180 grit file, a 180-240 grit file, and your 100-180 grit buffer. You'll also need some kitchen foil, a lint-free wipe or cotton wool. Some of you may have removal clips instead of foil. That's absolutely fine. All you do is use your cotton wool alongside the clip. So you place a little bit of cotton wool, a little bit of your acetone onto your cotton wool, place that onto your nail and then place the clip. Or if you're using the foil, you place the acetone onto the cotton wool, over your finger and wrap the foil around your finger. You'll then also need your metal cuticle pusher. If you do not have a metal one, that's fine. You can also use an orange wood stick. And for the aftercare, you'll need your cuticle remover and cuticle oil. Finish, you'll need base coat, top coat or a nail strengthener. If you're using a nail strengthener, just make sure you follow the instructions per the brand for the nail strengthener that you're using. So now you're going to come in with either your 150, 120 or 100 grit file, doesn't matter which one you're using as long as it's one of those. And we're going to start by simply removing the gel colour that is on top of your Acrylgel. So in this case my client is wearing Polytech. So once you've been filing for about a minute or so, you're going to start revealing some patches. Once you see the patches break through, that means you are now filing the Polytech. So you've broken through the gel colour and you're revealing the Polytech base underneath. Don't focus on filing the revealed patches, just continue removing all the gel colour until eventually the nail doesn't have any colour left on it. So once the majority of the gel colour has been removed and you're left with mainly the Acrylgel base, you're then going to switch to your 180 grit file and we're going to further reduce the thickness of the nail now. So we want this Polytech layer as thin as possible because the thinner it is, the quicker it's going to soak off. So to determine the thickness, making sure it's thin enough, we're going to check from the side view, we're going to check down what we call the barrel of the nail, which is down the free edge of the nail. And if the nail looks like it doesn't really have much structure left, it's looking quite thin, quite flat, then that's perfect. And we need to check the underside of the nail to see how much natural nail there is versus how much Acrylgel. So some of you may have a little bit of natural free edge, some of you may just have Acrylgel free edge. So you need to cut down to where your natural nail is on the underside of the Acrylgel. So if that means you haven't got any natural nail showing, then you just clip the whole free edge down. But if you have got some natural nail showing, then you want to come in and clip up to butting up to your natural nail. By doing this, we're actually making the free edge thicker. So we need to come back in with the same file and just thin out the product a little bit more. This will help with the speed of removal. So before we start soaking, I'm just going to come in and look from the side view, again down the barrel, just checking the thickness, making sure it's thin enough. And then I'm coming in with a little bit of cuticle oil. So the cuticle oil will help protect your natural nails from the acetone and will also help speed up removal. So now that the nail is a nice thin thickness, we can come in and soak that tiny last bit of Acrylgel off. We're now going to leave this to soak for 20 minutes. So after 20 minutes, we're going to unwrap the nail. You're going to do one nail at a time, and we're going to use the metal pusher to start flaking off the excess Acrylgel. So Because Polytech in particular has a gel polish base underneath, this means it soaks off really quickly and easily once you get the acryl gel down to a very thin layer. This may not be the case for all acryl gel, so if you're watching this video and you're not using specifically Polytech, then you need to ensure that your brand of acryl gel has a gel polish base to soak off easily. So we're not going to force the product. If the product doesn't want to move, we're going to rewrap it. So I just buffed it slightly with a 180 file, and now I'm just rewrapping again and leaving it for another 5 to 10 minutes to soak. So the nail's been left for a further 5 to 10 minutes. So I'm just coming back in to check now that we can remove the remaining acryl gel. Again, we don't want to force the product, so if it feels like it still doesn't want to move, you just want to file it a little bit more and then simply just rewrap it again and leave for a further 5 to 10 minutes. You can repeat this process as many times as you need to, but you just do not want to force the product as it will damage your natural nail. So just take your time, step by step, and just let the acetone do the work for you. So you now need your 180-240 grit file, and you're just going to remove the length of your free edge and shape it. I do recommend that you take your natural nails as short as possible, just because where you'll be at home, you've got no protection on your natural nails and you've been used to having protection on your natural nails from the acryl gel, you are quite high chance going to break your nails. So by taking them nice and short, you're just less likely to get little chips, any breakages, and it will just be more manageable until you can get back to have your nails done again. So now we're going to use the 100-180 grit buffer, and we're going to start with the 100 side, which is the coarser side of the buffer. And just in case there's any tiny remains of acryl gel on the nail that could cause little bumps, we're going to smooth out. So you're not over buffing, as we don't want to thin the nail, but you're just smoothing just in case there are any tiny little bits left on the nail. And then once you've done that, you're going to switch to the 180 side, which is the smoother side, and repeat that process. And again, not over buffing the nail, because this can still cause damage if it's done too much. So now you need to place some cuticle remover around the cuticle area, and we're going to use our metal pusher, first the spoon side, to gently push back what we call the proximal nail fold. So this is commonly known as the cuticle area. You don't want to be too harsh, very gentle pressure. It should not hurt at all, and you're just gently pushing back. Once you've pushed back, you're then going to switch to the blade side of the cuticle pusher and continue removing any cuticle left on the nail plate. Once you've done that, wash your hands thoroughly, and then we'll move on to the next stage. So now you're going to come in with either your chosen base coat, top coat, or nail strengthener. I'm coming in with a nail strengthener here, so I'm just going to apply 2 coats of this, and then once that's thoroughly dry, I'm going to apply my cuticle oil. So by just applying a base, top, or nail strengthener, it's just an extra layer, just for a little bit of protection really. So what I suggest is that you apply a coat every other day. After a week, remove it and start the process again, and this way you're less likely to sort of chip your nails. So I hope that made sense for you all. I hope that helps a little bit with safe removal of your acryl gel nails at home. If you get stuck at all, please just message me and I will help. But yeah, hopefully it helps all of you who can't get to the salon at the moment, and just helps look after your natural nails until you can get back to your nail technician. Alright guys, thank you for watching. Bye.